Hello everyone, Dan here, with another effect I would like to show you today. It involves some playing cards, mini playing cards I guess you could say. So let's try it out. I'm going to remove this rubber band, we'll set on the side right here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll ask a spectator, let's imagine spectator's right here, and they say, here's what we'll do. I'm going to deal cards like this into your hand or on the table and you just tell me to stop. And they say stop right here, let's say, and here's a free business card, and they can see that and my business card info on there. And you know what, let's make it more than just a gag here, and we'd have them sign their name on it. So I'm gonna just write John Smith 8. Let's just assume John Smith 8 will be the card for today. Okay, and I'll actually put this away, and I'll put these away, and let me see, that, and oh, we need to put that away, that, and let's go on from there. We have it. Hopefully, you can see the signature on there, and I'm gonna actually ask you also a question while we're doing this. So we got the business card with your signature on it. And here is the question I want to ask to everyone here, including people in TV land. In the most important part of a trick, or what do you feel is the most important part of the trick? The beginning, the middle, or the end? And you can think about it and then eventually respond, or just think about it. Something to think about as I'm folding the card. Now, some would say the beginning, as this is the the beginning, it's what draws the audience in and gets them to care and stuff of that nature. Some would say the middle, because it would be the drama and the tension, kind of like the series Prison Break. And some would argue the end, such as in Jewelers, they would argue this because they would say, well, it's the final product, that's all that really matters. And for each art, it's very justified that, those would be the answers. Hopefully you can see this. There we go. And for each one there is an answer. But I was talking to Howard Henberger, and he was telling me that there was a fourth element to the piece. The piece that I was not understanding in the moment, but that I should know. Let me square these pieces, they're all everywhere. He argued that, he says, the beginning, middle, and end are all equally important. But, he argued, that there is one thing more important than all three put together. And would you want to know what that is, he asked me, and I asked everyone? He would argue that it's the moment. The moment when everything comes together. The moment where everything makes sense. The moment. And people can verify that signature. We can hand it out as a little souvenir. And I thank you for your time. That is speechless. Thank you. So what you're going to need for this is a thumb tip. I tend to use smaller thumb tips because you are going to use like wider flexing ranges. So it helps to have a shorter thumb tip, not a king size for this particular effect, to make it a little bit easier to maneuver. Okay, so you're going to need that. You're going to need some business cards or playing cards, doesn't really matter. And a pen, and then a spectator normally. Okay, so while we did have this one, we'll use a new one for this. There is setup, and we're going to get into that right now. What we're going to use is we're going to actually use a playing card or business card, or both in my case. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it on up in half. Doesn't have to be, well, it should be absolutely perfect, but just so it can resemble the card you're folding. Okay, fold it in half and then fold it in quarters, so it's like this. And then you're going to add to make it easier to tear. I used to avoid Daniel Garcia saying, but you need to have a prep tear to make this easy, otherwise it'll be a nightmare to get through this. So in the center right here, we just start with a single prep tear. Now, if it's difficult like mine, I'm literally trying with all my force to tear it and will not tear, then what we do is we get some scissors and we cut into it, which I'll do right now. Just gotta love when it just doesn't tear. Anyways, so we get it, and along the center we just make a small little incision right there. So as you can see, I made the cut, and it looks about that far. Maybe it's a little bit off of the center, but who cares? So you can see it right there. And that is the tear. Okay, so we have this folded up, and it can go inside your pocket. This is what I do in performance. And your thumb tip you're going to use goes inside the pocket. Okay, you'll have all the time in the world, and you'll see why in 1 second. Okay, and then you have your playing cards or business cards or both that you use. Go up to spectator, say how much recently interesting, or maybe they want to see something. You have the setup into your pocket. They point to any one, they do it. And let's say their name is John Smith. Let's write John Smith. John Smith. And what's your favorite number? My favorite number is 8. I don't know why. It's a good luck number in Asia, so you could hopefully see that. John Smith 8. Okay, that is their signed card. Now while they're signing it, looking at it, and checking to make sure it's safe, you can casually go inside your pocket and put on the thumb tip and get the card into position, the playing card in position. The correct position will be like this. It will be folded down in quarters to quarters, and it'll be folded outwards like so. And then we're rearing to go. Okay, no one's looking at it. We're just chilling inside our pockets. Both hands can be in the pockets for a natural gesture while they're doing it. You're just chilling out, and then you could put, if you want more natural gesture, you can put away all the playing cards, and you're just chilling out while they're doing their thing. And you got this. Okay? They sign it, you take away the pen. You want another natural gesture, you take away the pen. You put it away inside the pocket. So now this guy has a reason to go inside there. If you want to load up, or if you just want to make sure this hand feels like it has something to do, even though it's very dirty. Okay? My apologies, I didn't realize that in the original version I had done for Garcia, I actually had created another alternate way of starting that's even better than the way I'm doing it or describe right now. It's an alternate way, and you may like it. You will require one more thing, and that's a rubber band. So let me just describe this alternate handling. You still have the card that's set up, folded into quarters, and then with scissors you give it a cut, so you got the incision right there. That's folded up and left aside for 1 second. You've got all your business cards you're going to do, and I'll describe this alternate handling. How you want to do it is your way, but I want to give this alternate way so you have every option to do it. This is the way I originally did it, and I really like it now. Just remembering, it's been a while. So we have the folded up card right here, okay? And since it's going to go into finger palm, we want this part, the white edge in this case, to make it easier, the part that's going outward, to be going outward like this, because I'm doing it with my left hand. If you were right-handed, you would alternate it. Okay, so we put this right here, and then we just double loop it around. I'm not sure if you can actually do a cross loop, and you're all set. There you go. And then when you take it off, just real fast with the regular version, when you take it off, you can, we'll set it aside, or you can just hold on to it for a second, and then you can do the spectator when to stop. And it's when you put the rubber band away with the already loaded up card that you can put on the thumb tip as you put it away, and grab out a pen for a spectator to sign, or you can use the opposite hand to grab a spectator pen to sign, and then you've got this load set up. You've got the thumb tip on, and you've got the playing card right here. And let me just check real fast if it is possible. This is a jam session, so I get to mess up as much as I want. Let me see if I can do it real fast. Let's see if I do a cross loop. So if you do it this way, you do a cross, so you twist it, And then you have this giant loop right here, and then you put it around the center of the cards. Can you do it with... Oh, cool, you can. You could put this right along the center. Cool, hopefully that's in frame. Hopefully. And so, yeah, you can. There you go. So now you got just whether you want to do a double loop. This one's more secure because it's every which way. Looks cool. It's not going anywhere. So you can take it off. Just make sure you got the position correctly. Don't want to flash this. You got the position correctly. You checked it before. It's all set up in your pocket. Take off the loops of the rubber bands. Okay. And then you can hold on to it for a second. As you ask them when to stop. They deal it out. They tell you do deal it out to their hand. Hold out your hand. Tell them to stop. And then here's your free business card in their hand. You take the others back. You can put these away as you grab out the pen. And you could also go inside. There's multiple ways you can do it. And then you could go inside your other pocket as well. As you go for the pen, in this case, let me grab the pen real fast. As you grab out the pen from one pocket, you could also come out with the thumb tip on the other. They're signing. You could put the rubber band away. Gives justice so you're clean, or you can still it out then. And you're good. You're good. So that's the alternate handling, the way I originally did it, and there's a lot of ideas I like in my original old brain. But you also have the new way to doing it if you want to, just go in your pockets casually. It's really up to you. You play around, you get to enjoy this effect. Let's continue. Thank you. So we got John Smith 8. Now we take the card, we say, okay, this is your signed playing card. They can agree. The card itself is covering a thumb tip and the playing card that's hidden in finger palm. Okay. We now fold it, being careful. You can practice in the mirror a couple times. I would. Folding it on up in half. Make sure not to flash. And then folding in half again. Gucci, Gucci. Okay. Now here is the gesture where I add on this card, like the torn version. I fold it one way, and so it's down in half, and it's in quarters. I fold it in quarters once, and I reverse it, and then I fold it in quarters again, just like I'm making sure it's folded. It's just a normal gesture. And then I put this half inside of the setup card with the cut. Put it inside to reveal the exposed view. Okay. And then you open it on up, hiding the card behind it. It looks like this. Okay. In real time, it looks like this. So here we go. We fold it one way. Okay. Now we fold it the other way. Make sure everything's all good. Insert it inside. Okay. Open on up. The card only goes out for a brief second. And now you look fine and you're in this state. Okay. Thumb tip's right here. Faked card is at the forefront. Real card is in the back. Folded in quarters. Okay. Okay. Now here's what we do. With the pre-cut tear, that's hard to notice in the beginning. Your fingers can cover it if you want. We now start to begin the tear. We're going to try something amazing. And you tear it on down. Boom. Now you torn the fake duplicate in half. Okay. We use our forefinger right here to slowly, you can make whatever kind of crimp you want to keep it open. And then shove this playing card inside. There we go. And then we're going to search for the opening. So again, we've got this card, open it on up, and then shove these pieces inside. Okay, turn it up a little bit. Now we're in this position. Faked card, real card, and then fake half, and another fake. Okay, so fake, real, fake, fake. Okay, okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open the flap after the real card, right after. Okay, so hopefully you can see this. It looks like this, and it looks like this. So what we got is this position. This is the fake half right here on the right. This is at the forefront is the fake card. And the left, this is whole card right here, is the real signed playing card that's acting as if it's the other half, or quarter supposedly. And then this seems like what we're imposing is that these are two complete halves, right here, and then right here, and then we're tearing them now officially into quarters. Okay, so then we tear this, and now we got this image. You can slightly flash a little bit, just making sure not to expose this. You can slightly flash like this, showing all 4 pieces. Okay, and now you're in a good position. So what we got is all the fake pieces. It's a fake quarter piece. There's a fake half piece. There's a fake quarter piece, and then the whole real card is at the very, very back. Here's what I tend to do at this point. I tend to square it all up, and then using my thumb, I pull back the real card into the right hand, into finger palm. It's straight up, like this. This is the whole real card. And again, fingers come on over, thumb pulls back the real card, back into the fingers, cupping it, and there you go. One last time. There you go. Boom. Boom. And just look, it's in the squaring gesture like you're squaring all the pieces up. It seems like everything's all copacetic. This really is 4 pieces, but it's of the fake card, and you got the real one hidden right here. At this point, we pretend to put, well, we will put all the pieces inside supposedly, doing my Rico's insertion gesture as per se the usual. Push inside, you pull back all the pieces, and only the thumb tip goes inside. Leave the thumb tip there, so in exposed view it looks like this. Pull restored piece right there. It goes inside, thumb tip stays, you grip around thumb tip, pull it off, as all the real pieces come out. And you can show it, a brief display like so. If you want. They then go back inside, and they all go back inside the thumb tip. You reinsert them inside the thumb tip. Okay, and then you push the thumb inside, grabbing all the pieces. Doesn't even have, you could stick out a little bit. You don't have to worry at that point. You push all the pieces inside. Thumb comes out. You can do a little poke. At this point, we turn to the side so you can give yourself more cover in case it's flashing like so. Give it a wave gesture, a snap, and then you can slowly open using your hand right here and thumb. Pick on up, open it on up right here, and you should go slow with it, as Jay Sankey would do in his $100 Miracles DVD. And then you can show that their card is right there. So let's go back over that. Shoved all the pieces inside, stolen off the thumb tip with the poke technique, Rico's insertion, and in my earlier jam sessions in the gestures video. Poking, wave, snap, open up, take the card. You can open up however, open up from here or open up from here, does not matter. Just that you're using your thumb and you're covering the whole way through. Dirty work. Open it on up. You can display it with a dirty hand, you're clean. And then they can verify their signature, which gives added cover for the thumb tip. They verify their signature, in this case John Smith 8. And then drop it off, and you're done. You can even give a covered thumb tip gesture right here, like your hands are empty. Boom. Eric Jones gesture. Boom. And then you're done. And that was the thing. And then Daniel Garcia again gave some ideas on this. And it's just a really, really cool routine. I really love it. And I'll be crediting everyone below who's helped me or where this comes from. But I really do hope you enjoyed this routine. It's really wonderful. Anyways, hope you're having a good one, and talk to you soon.